Good evening in Manila and good afternoon here from London. It's past 2 p.m. and we've just witnessed the hearse carrying the Queen drive past us in Hyde Park Corner en route to the Windsor Castle, her final resting place beside her parents, Prince Philip and Princess Margaret. We should be able to play footage now of the hearse driving past us in Hyde Park Corner. That was after the ceremony held at the Westminster Abbey this morning. The ceremony at the Westminster Abbey was attended by world leaders, including U.S. President Joe Biden, U.S. First Lady Jill Biden. I was among the crowd in the video that you are seeing now, and there were nearly 2,000 mourners that jammed London this morning to pay their last respects to the Queen. This is their final chance to say goodbye to the Queen after 4.5 days of like a magnificent queue snaking in along the River Thames from the Westminster to Bermondsey to see the Queen lying in state. We had children among us earlier. We had foreigners among us earlier, many Filipinos among us earlier. And we should be showing you pictures now of the ceremony attended again by world leaders, including U.S. President Joe Biden, U.S. First Lady Jill Biden. We have the French leader Emmanuel Macron also, and the leaders, of course, of the Commonwealth nations like Australia and Canada. President Bongbong Marcos sent his sister Irene Marcos Araneta to represent the Philippines as Ambassador Teddy Boy Locsin. We've been told is not in London yet, pending confirmation of his appointment as ambassador to the United Kingdom. The United Kingdom is the monarch of the United Kingdom is the head of Commonwealth of 56 nations. It's a voluntary group that chooses its head, and now its head is King Charles III. Of the 56, 15 are realms directly under the monarch, and they have King Charles as their head. Barbados was the latest to become a republic, to part ways with the Queen, and there are stronger sentiments of republicanism, or those wanting to become a republic, to part ways with the Queen after the Queen's death. For example, the conversations go like this. For example, in Jamaica, which is a realm under the United Kingdom, their final court of appeal is in London, in the Judicial Committee of the Privy Court. So if you have a case and you're Jamaican, if you have a case, your final court of appeal would be in London. So the benefits of becoming a republic are getting stronger by the minute in those nations. New Zealand Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern said that New Zealand would probably become a republic in her lifetime. Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese put the brakes on discussions on referendum to become a republic, and said there's a time and place for that discussion. But he was up for it, but he said it probably wouldn't happen until his second term. So there are stronger sentiments of being republic in Commonwealth nations, especially in countries where there are a lot of immigrants, and the anti-colonial sentiment is stronger. And of course, there are an estimate 200,000 Filipinos here in the United Kingdom. We are the 17th nationality, top 17 nationality here in the United Kingdom, and Filipinos say that we have to be part of that conversation if we are ever to be, if the United Kingdom is ever to be without a monarch. We have a social video of that from Filipinos that we're gonna play, but for now, you're seeing videos of U.S. President Joe Biden entering the Westminster Abbey for the ceremony. But we have that video from Filipinos, which we are gonna play now. We are just waiting for that video. Ano pa mga dala nyo?
Pagkain.
2 liters of water. 2 liters of water.
Sandwiches.
Sandwiches.
And a little
Oh. And a reading material po, no? Correct.
I'm here in England way back 1991, and I enjoyed my life here. It makes me a good future. I have a good job and I earn good money, and mainly I help my family back home. So this, what happened to the Queen, is really like, I would like personally to give to pay my tribute to her for the goodness of the way she ruled this country.
I am trying to reconcile the sadness, what the people feel about the monarchy, and of course the violence, the history of the violence of the political dynasty as inscribed to my body. We experience how violent political dynasties, like for example the Duterte government, Duterte is our political dynasty from Cebu, and now the Marcoses are back. I don't want to participate on this power that polices the sadness or the freedom of expression of those who were subjected to the violence of the empire. We have to be grateful, but in a way critical also. One is, I think Filipinos are here in the UK, not just because the Queen welcomed them, but because we have a very big problem structurally in the Philippines. We have an outstanding labor export policy in the Philippines since the time of the Marcoses. So you want to be grateful, but you have to be critical also.
The United Kingdom was in a standstill for a week to grieve and say goodbye to Queen Elizabeth II, their longest reigning monarch, the head of Commonwealth of 56 nations. 14 of those are realms directly under the monarch or the sovereign. But outside of the grief is reality. Inflation is feared to hit its peak at 11% this October, and 1 million people are feared to go into poverty once winter comes and oiling prices continue to soar. So after the British people and even other nationalities here in Britain say goodbye to the Queen, life goes on, whether that's easy or very difficult. Lian Buan, Rappler, London.